Good morning, my fellow friends and scholars. My name is Tucker Pomerke, and I'll be your host for today's Bolt Media episode. Please sit back, relax yourselves, and enjoy the show.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today is the last day for seniors to verify their names for spelling and punctuation for diplomas and commencement programs. Senior names can be found on a list outside of the counseling office. If corrections need to be made, seniors are to fill out the slip of paper next to the list and submit it to Mr. Moore in the counseling office by the end of the day today. Names appearing on the list do not guarantee that you are graduating. Seniors who have questions about their graduation status should contact their counselor. Caps and gowns are scheduled to be handed out in April. Dear Asian Youth Club will have their next meeting today after 6th hour in Senora Meyer's room, room 373. The group discusses how to uplift marginalized communities through education and activism. For students that enjoy playing card games, ERS Club will meet today in Mr. Mack's room after 6th hour. Cards will be provided to those attending. Diversity Club will hold a meeting on Monday after both 6th and 7th hour in room 373. Student leadership continues to have a monthly scavenger hunt. This month, there are these green shamrocks hidden around the school. If you find a green shamrock, turn it into Miss Berg, room 323, for a chance to win a free Charter Shop cookie coupon. Good luck, and make sure you actually show the green shamrock if you find one. Now, let's turn it over to Abby and McKenna as they interview Taylor Hushke with her synesthesia.
Yes, I see they're all white, but then D is also a thick, inky black. O is white outline in black, and then W is like kind of a teal. I'm Taylor Hushke. I'm a senior. I have grapheme color synesthesia. So when I read a word or I look at numbers, I'll see the color along with it. I thought everyone saw colors for most of my childhood until I was in 7th grade, and one day after school, I was in a teacher's room with a couple of friends, and I said something about the letter G on the whiteboard and how it was green, and then they all looked at me funny, like, what are you talking about? Like, you're crazy. I'm like, no. So then the next day they came back and told me, oh, you have synesthesia. And I was like, okay, cool. I don't know, it's been there so long, I don't really pay attention to it. So if people like flash numbers on their hands, I'll see kind of like a halo of color around their hand, or Greek symbols like lambda and delta, they'll take color, and then certain shapes, like an equilateral triangle is like a neon yellow.
Thank you, Abby and McKenna. There will be an NHS meeting next Tuesday, March 8th at 7 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. in the Little Theater. Juniors running for officer positions will be presenting speeches, and voting will take place on the Google Classroom afterwards. The German club journal, The Waffle, is excited to release their 3rd edition, The Fairy Tale King, King Ludwig II. If you're intrigued by castles, Swan Lake, and exploring King Ludwig's world of fantasy, then please use the QR code in your email to view the PDF file of the journal. Student Leadership Spirit Days continue on Mondays, with Tie-Dye Day coming up. This week's Gnarly Charger Award goes out to Rachel Sisko for helping us bring the amazing Bolt Media announcements. Now, let's explore a more controversial topic in our world today as we join Ryan Stottlemyre, Ryan Murphy, Vance Soul, and Nick Bond as they ask the students and staff across Dow High to see who they really think is the best, most friendly of the neighborhood Spider-Mans.
Today we went around asking kids around the school who their favorite Spider-Man was and why.
Andrew Garfield, because he's hot.
Probably Tom Holland, just because he plays the character the best.
My favorite Spider-Man is Tom Holland because that's the one I watched, and I didn't really watch Tobey Maguire or Andrew, so that's my favorite.
My favorite Spider-Man is Tobey Maguire because that's the one I watched when I was a kid, and it kind of has a nostalgic feeling, and I just think he was the best one.
Andrew Garfield because his girlfriend's hot.
Andrew Garfield because he's funny.
I don't watch Spider-Man. Okay, Tom Holland.
Why?
Because he's super hot.
Actually, this is going to be quite controversial because I think Andrew Garfield, which everybody else says is the worst, but I just think he, in so many ways, embodies the character of Spider-Man. I think he was absolutely perfect as Peter Parker. His emotional range, I think, was better. And the fact that they carried through on that arc with stuff that was said in the movie, and I don't want to, provide any spoilers, but I think he's more relatable than any of the other guys.
Who's your favorite Spider-Man and why?
Andrew Garfield is my favorite Spider-Man because he's the one I grew up with, and he's just a very talented actor and really fits the role. Tobey Maguire, a bit too old. Tom Holland, too popular to be Spider-Man.
The one with Tom Holland because he has a hot girlfriend.
Who is my favorite Spider-Man? Oh, yeah, I don't know. I like them all. I like Deadpool. He's not Spider-Man? Shoot, I don't remember. The little guy.
Tobey Maguire, Garfield.
No, Tobey Maguire. But I like Deadpool.
Why?
Just because he's awesome.
No, why do you like Tobey Maguire?
I don't know. I love him.
You know what? I'm old school. I gotta go Tobey Maguire. Just what I grew up watching, more my age.
Boys varsity, JV, and freshman basketball played at Ann Arbor Skyline High School last night. Freshmen started off the night with a 58-43 win. Both JV and varsity suffered a hard-fought loss, with JV losing 39-60 and varsity losing 30-54. Girls basketball plays tonight for the district finals game against Bay City Western. The game tips off at 7 o'clock and is away at Bay City Central. Today, your Dow High wrestler, Aiden Wardell, travels down to state to Ford Field. He will be competing in the individual state finals as the number 1 seed. Good luck, Aiden. On Saturday, the Dow hockey team travels to Ferris State to take on East Grand Rapids in the state quarterfinals. The winner of this game advances on to the Frozen Four. Good luck to all Charger athletes. Now, let's switch over to a segment we have all been craving to watch, Dining with Daniel.
Welcome to the 4th episode of Dining with Daniel. I'm your host, Daniel Watkins. Today I'm joined by
Alexa Colonitis.
Thank you for coming on the show, Alexa.
No problem. That's me.
Alexa, what do you like to do in your free time? Other than play basketball?
Yeah, play basketball and more basketball stuff.
Yeah, all right. Today we are reviewing the chicken something taco from Taco Bell. It's new.
Yeah.
It's got like a little, Well, okay, we'll start it off. First impression, there's some chicken in there.
Yeah, that's just one solid
Yeah, it's just
chicken
one
tender.
solid chicken tender in there. I don't know, I guess we're just gonna dive right in.
All right.
Take a little bite.
Yeah, I will say I got no chicken in that bite.
So, I was smart enough to understand that you have to take a bigger bite to get some chicken. So on my first bite, I did get some chicken. And overall, it is better than I thought it was gonna be. Starting off, Chipotle sauce really adds a kick to it.
Yeah, it does.
And I think it's a good kick. I think it's a necessary kick.
And it's not too powerful either. It's just enough to keep you awake.
Yeah, it keeps you awake. But I feel like if they didn't have the Chipotle sauce in this, the other option's avocado ranch, I feel like that wouldn't be as good. I feel like it just tastes like a chicken tender in a tortilla.
Yeah.
And I think the Chipotle kind of just...
See, I'm a big fan of Taco Bell, but this isn't one of my favorites, so I'm gonna go 4.5.
4 or 5. She gives her a 4 or 5 out of 10.
Yep.
I'm going with the 3.8. I'm going 3.8 on her. So overall, if somebody gave it to me, I'd eat it. Maybe I'll crave it every once in a great while. But I think that really just does her in. We got Alexa, Mrs. Basketball over here, and we got me, of course. So I guess this is signing off. My name's Daniel. Thanks for tuning in with Dinah and Daniel. I'm your host, Daniel Watkins, and as always, you stay hungry, Dow High.
Thank you, Daniel and Alexa. Birthdays for today go out to Aiden Glum, Emma Glum, Taya Halleck, Maglin Nelson, Naomi Wager, and Bolt Media's very own Ryan Alexander Murphy. Birthdays for this weekend go out to Alyssa Carroll, Anna Groholski, Daniel Klein, Taylor Howard, Mason Nickel, Nina Swire, and Estelle Weiss. From all of us here at Bolt Media, we thank you for tuning into this week's live show. And until next time, I'm Tucker Pomeranke. You stay classy, Dow High.